First of all, there's still no finding, right? Has there even been a finding on
Yes, there was, okay.
The finding was like...
That there wasn't genocide,
Right.
but that there could be a danger of possible genocide over time. That's what the extremely anti-Semitic...
Possible genocide.
And this is what
Words matter.
and this is the extremely anti-Semitic International Criminal Court who hates Israel, who brought war crime allegations against Netanyahu, and even they had to go, it's not really genocide, but there's a possibility it could happen. That was their ruling. That is the ruling of the International Criminal Court. So when everybody says, well, the International Criminal Court and the UN found that Israel's committing genocide, again, they are lying.
Right.
And you can look that up. You don't have to, and none of this has to come from me. It's all documented.
Right. And then when people are talking about, like, well, the new resolutions that are coming out, you know, the United Nations is not the United Nations from 1945.
That's right.
And I'm just looking at the stats. I just looked up a quick search. The United Nations, the original United Nations, the member states, okay? I just had it. There were 50, in 1945, there were 51 member states, okay? None of them were Muslim majority, all right? Now there is 193 member states, 45 are Muslim majority. And we talked about the anti-Semitism in the Muslim world, okay? So we can't just ignore the influence that is happening now. And that's why you'll routinely see on these resolutions people voting for something and then a couple of the same countries always walking out or voting no. And it's usually the bigger countries, the liberal countries, the Western countries that are objecting and fighting back. So to make the statement, well, the UN, and refer to it as if it's some unbiased institution, the League of Nations, what it was meant to be, it's not. Right. It's a joke. Right. And that's why literally Trump and all these people put their strongest hawks in there to go there and scream and fight, because the hypocrisy is insane. The UN human rights, the women's rights,
who's in charge of the Human Rights Council at the UN?
Iran.
China, Iran.
Like,
you know, the most repressive regimes are actually at the head of the Human Rights Division of the United Nations.
I mean, it's just literally...
People don't know that either. You know, they cite the UN, like, again, they have this idea in their mind that it's a legitimate, you know, objective agency who, by the way, his original mandate was to make sure something like the Holocaust never happened again.
Right.
Yet when Israel is constantly attacked by Hezbollah from Lebanon in the north, day after day for years and years and years, and when Hamas commits all kinds of war crimes on October 7th and thereafter, not a peep from the UN.